Hey everybody, welcome back to Blue Goose Farm. I'm Keenan McVeigh. We're here with Lee Valley to take you guys through our 2022 season. So Blue Goose Farm is a small regenerative farm project between myself and my business partner, MATTY MATHESON. We're both chefs. Last year we took you through our growing season.
So this will be a walk-in cooler. We're learning, we're growing, we're harvesting. Literally you come out here and it's just like, it grounds you.
And this year we got some cool new things and new trials, new tests that we're working out. Matty's got a really busy schedule this summer, especially with the new restaurant that he's opening up in the city. And he's gonna be checking in with us periodically to see what's going on.
Hi everybody. I'm just at my restaurant, Prime Seafood Palace. I can't be at the farm right now because I'm literally opening this. Keenan and Miles have been working really hard, growing lots of beautiful vegetables. We're gonna be cooking a lot of those here. You're gonna be seeing the vegetables, you're gonna be seeing the restaurant. We love you, we love vegetables, we love Blue Goose, we love Private Seafood Palace, we love Lee Valley. I'll see you guys soon, all right? World peace. Woo!
We got a few cool things to show you guys, some tips and tricks. We're gonna be planting up some potatoes in a way that anybody can do it. We're also gonna be interplanting some lettuces in the little garden where we have tomatoes already planted so we can get a lot of crops out of one small space. This is our new high tunnel that we're building right now. We built it last year at the beginning of the spring, but then a big 120-kilometer windstorm put a stop to that while I was inside of it. It was pretty scary stuff. But we were able to rebuild it on the other end, and it's far more secure now. This is gonna house our summer tomatoes and then some winter spinach and then some early greens next spring. And right here is where we're gonna be doubling the size of the entire farm. So another 36 50-foot beds, and Blue Goose will be double the size. So next year, even bigger operation. So we're here in what once was and soon again will be our walk-in fridge. We brought you guys here last year and told you that we were gonna turn it off in the winter time and use it to start all of our first seedlings for the spring, which is what we did, and we had great success with it. It's really well insulated and it keeps a really steady temp. We haven't had to turn the heat on here for a few weeks. So there's a few things in here now that are gonna be set out in the next week or two. Our first basils, which are gonna get interplanted with the tomatoes in the tunnel. Some beets that are gonna go out with our eggplant. These are all our winter squash, which are getting going. Some new summer squash, some lettuces started. We're really happy with how it turned out and the results that we got. All right, so we're in the Little Goose. We usually do all of our tests in here. And this is another experiment we did. We had a whole lot of pea plants. They were left over after our planting in the big garden. And instead of wasting them, we used them as a cover crop for this bed and then interplanted our tomatoes in between. But now, because we want to keep progressing with plantings and get as much food in the garden as we can, we're terminating this crop just by cutting the top off and leaving the roots in the ground, and we're gonna get some butter lettuces in between. Also, whatever tops we don't eat ourselves, this is gonna be great for the compost heap. So it's all being used. It's all gonna get broken down and then work its way back into the garden eventually. All right, so now that we got the peas cleared, we're gonna start interplanting some of these red butter lettuces. I like to use a little spade handle, people call these dibbers, just to kind of mark to know where the spacings are gonna be. And I'm gonna be doing about 10 inches to a foot between each plant. And the tomatoes, as they climb, they're gonna be pruned, so there's gonna be a lot of air and light coming into them as well, so the lettuce should have no problem growing. If you guys are doing this at home, you're gonna wanna get them watered in pretty quickly. Once you set your transplant in, just tamp them in gently. Any kind of exposed areas of the root ball after you water them is gonna get covered up by the soil that's around. Right now it's raining, so we don't really need to do that. So we're just gonna make our way up and down and get these set and then move on to the next job. All right guys, so welcome. I'm gonna show you all how to grow some potatoes today. This is something anybody can do. If you have a big plot of land like this or a backyard garden or even just a small little patio. So today we're going to be dealing with Linzer potatoes. These are a really creamy, kind of fudgy in texture, waxy potato, I think from Germany. And they're ready to go once they have their eyes sprouted like this. This is known as chitting. So if you do get a potato that you really like, keep some aside, put them on a sunny windowsill, wait for them to start to sprout their eyes, and they're ready to plant. Let's get to it. We're gonna open up this bag, try and get it wide so we can get our soil mix in there. And back here I've got a wheelbarrow just filled with an organic potting mix, about 3 parts organic potting mix and about 1 part garden compost. And I'm gonna fill it up about halfway to start, and then we're gonna start to put our potato seeds in. In a bag this size, this is a 10-gallon bag, I'm gonna put 2 potato seeds kind of on opposite ends of each other. Gonna go about 4 or 5 inches down, cover the seed potato up. It doesn't matter which way you put it, if the eyes are facing up or down. I mean, they're gonna grow up regardless, and in about 1 month they'll be hopefully at the top of the bag. We're gonna be hilling them up and hopefully get 2 to 3 pounds of really delicious creamy potatoes. So as you can see, we're not gonna be needing this today. This rain is great actually. The plants are gonna take to this really well and grow real fast after they soak all this up. But hopefully it's not raining next time you guys come to visit. We're gonna check in on the potatoes and the lettuce we planted up in the Little Goose. Really excited to see you guys, and thanks for coming by.